I just played Killzone, and that was really good.
Sorry about that. I had to restart the stream really quick.
If you can hear this,
I chose 3DS as my stomping ground this year. The 3DS had a killer lineup.
I've been playing it more with Pokemon, but currently I own 2 3DS games. So.
Standing stone
there's Attack of the Friday Monsters that came out. That was a really great download game.
Sorry, I lied. I own 3.
may still be able to
Fire Emblem, Pokemon, Animal Crossing. Then you're gonna get the new Zelda. I think there's something else coming out for 3DS. Oh, there's just a lot of great stuff coming out for 3DS this year. There's definitely.
I really want to get Fire Emblem and Monster Hunter.
Is Nino Kuni out on PSP or DS?
Unfortunately, no. Actually, there is a. I think in Japan there's a 3DS version. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Can someone look into that?
Because I actually that was one of the main attractions for me to actually get like a handheld at one point, and because I didn't want to get it on PS3 only because for some odd reason the feel of that game felt like it belonged on something smaller to kind of give it that. I don't know.
I love RPGs on a handheld. Like, that is my favorite place to play them. Like, I have Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9 on my Vita, and those are my favorite place to play them.
There are rumors that it's coming for Wii U and 3DS.
Ni no Kuni?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never heard the reaction of a game change so much.
It's on the Nintendo DS which is really weird. That's a really old system to have this beautiful of a game on it, but it's not on the 3DS. So it is on the DS. That's strange.
And that's like my incentive right there. Like that game alone.
You should really, if you get a 3DS, you should play Attack of the Friday Monsters then, because you really love the art style.
Which game?
Attack of the Friday Monsters.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
$7. It has a lot of Studio. Is it Studio Ghibli or Studio Ghibli?
I've been wanting to play Starship Dampery, but I hear it's not like amazing. But I've played tons of not amazing games, so.
Basically, if you've ever looked at Spirited Away and gone, oh, I love this art, you'll like Attack of the Friday Monsters and stuff, or oh, this looks weird. Examine this with it.
I have to check that one out. I know too that Studio Ghibli was, I'm shocked that Level 5 actually got them to work on that game, because I heard that they didn't want to work on video games anymore because the first time they did it, it just, I guess it bombed or something, and it just said no.
Beautiful art. Video games need more beautiful art.
Exactly. You see what this created. It is just beautiful. It almost, the marriage was actually perfect.
Yeah, but I heard Ni no Kuni was really weighted down by the JRPG aspects of it. Just
right.
Long it took to get through and how difficult it got at the end. I was bummed out about that. I'm not sure that I really am interested in it, but I'm not sure that I'd want to suffer through that.
Right. It's interesting too because, I see like these little moments in design where a developer will kind of outsource the duties of something to like somebody that's actually in that field. Like for example with Lost Odyssey, I heard Sakaguchi went to go get the novelists to work on the side stories that you come across in Lost Odyssey, and with Ghibli working with Level 5 to create the art. It mixed perfectly.
I don't know where there's a happy place between like old JRPGs of old and like where the new Pokemon is, which is stupid easy.
Oh, that game is way too easy. That bugged me.
Game, yeah, that I've beaten it, and there's just not much for me to do.
But I have never been so hooked into a Pokemon game before. But I'm just obsessed with filling up my Pokedex. Because the Friend Safari is a really great idea, which is why I want your 3DS code. And
I don't know what element I am, so I'm sorry. I don't.
I'm electric. I know that, but.
All right, you guys are making me want that game. I'm having. a nostalgic overload right now.
It's a totally fine Pokemon game. It's just a little, and it looks great. It's just a little
Yeah.
too easy.
A little too easy, and if you're over the age of 10, that story's going to be really like, what?
Oh man, which one are you playing?
I'm playing Y.
Okay, yeah, the story in Y gets real dark. I was
Is the
surprised.
story different in X? Like, fun, like,
I have no idea about X.
I'm pretty sure.
But Y is the dark Pokemon, so I don't think it does. So that part will probably be different. Everybody I know is playing Y, so. But yeah, that story gets real kind of dark and depressing.
Flamboyant gear is not what you want. You want the big dark bird
Oh, that thing's
thing.
awesome. And I don't think you can not catch it.
So what are
think
you
you have
doing,
to.
Mikhail? You're getting loot, but you
Um,
don't have a gun. What's going on?
hold on, try. You're right. I do not have a gun. I need to find a gun, and I also need to find food.
You have a candlestick? What's that?
So I've never really heard of this game. What is the main setup and goal? It sounds awesome.
Goal is don't die.
Okay, but are there like, so there's
there's
people
that.
hunting you, or do you encounter people that you can kill?
They're not people. They're robots.
Okay, there's robots hunting.
Excuse me. And
I forgot about that part.
Jeez, Jeremy.
yeah, so insensitive. Yeah. So in this game, the robots have risen up against their.
Naturally.
Oh shit! I hear a robot.
So there are multiple robots that you encounter and have to kill or evade.
Fuck. I have no means to defend myself. I don't know what. I'm probably gonna. This is gonna be a short one actually.
See, when you went with your whole idea of like one life, then move on to the next game, I was baffled by the games you picked. Because you picked games where you can die in like seconds.
The fun part.
Okay, how are we doing here? Did they follow me? Not having a gun is really stupid. I think I may have missed. I think nearby there was probably a gun or something laying around. Okay, so just so you know, in like 3 minutes, Chris Whitman's gonna join us, and it's I don't know. Should we make it like super messy and have a bunch of people on?
Let's do this all day, man.
I can probably take off.
Well, I would technically was here first, and I am running my own stream. I might see if I can get my own guest and hop off. I know Jonathan was talking about wanting to join at some point. I don't know what he's doing as of now. Probably working, but
Jeremy, I can play a few rounds of Showdown with you on your stream.
we can absolutely do that.
We can let Mikhail have his fun.
Let me just check with him really quick.
I really disappointed me because I just realized I switched my microphone, so I should actually sound normal now.
Yeah, you
So
sound
much better.
way better now.
Yeah, it was not using my blue snowball mic, so I apologize.
I really need to get one of those. Like, my mic sounds okay for how much I paid for it, but a blue snowball, those sound great.
My blue snowball sounds wonderful for how much I paid for it.
Oh, it's night.
Uh-oh.
I don't see anything.
How much is that game? I kind of want to check that out.
This is $20.
Ooh. I'll wait for a sale. I don't have a ton of money right now.
Actually, it was on like a 50% off sale. So it was like $10 a couple of like a week or two so ago. Okay, there's a robot.
I always add
Should
stuff to my
really
wish
been
list,
playing
so
Typing
I
of the
can.
Dead.
I just went through and installed any Steam game that might be fun to play on my stream.
That could be really dangerous. I have a lot of things in my library that I wish I didn't.
Battlefront 2 was installed. Just FYI, if you want to join me in this adventure.
I really should have just set up my stream and started playing Fallout New Vegas because I have hardcore mode on and I started playing that, so
I really
probably
wish
die.
other people played Mortal Kombat on PC, because just fighting the computer, I don't know. I want to fight people. Me and Mikhail played on Vita a while ago. That was fun.
Yeah, we played multiplayer, right? And you totally kicked
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, totally rubbed your face in the dirt on that one. I'm really glad I'm recording this right now, because I'm having some really good matches. So I'm actually getting the crazy combos that I know how to do, and it's looking.
Jeremy, you're ruining the atmosphere. He's being hunted. So let him.
Oh, crap.
I I really want to check that game out. It sounds awesome.
Crap.
I'm gonna add it to my wish list so I can keep track of the sale.
I'm pretty sure I missed the gun pickup, and I have no means to defend myself right now. So
I don't even know what the robots look like.
okay, there. Do you see in the stream like little red lights coming my way?
Maybe? Not really. I only see like some distant fog.
Okay, there's some robots there. And it makes this really weird sound that's just kind of terrifying.
Do you have Slender the Arrival? I should have picked that up. And
Oh god, I
did
almost
not.
did. It was on sale, and I'm like, I don't know if I can tolerate this. That first Slender game, I played that 3 times trying to record a video for the website, and they all went wrong every time.
That was a hot piece of garbage, but this one actually looks pretty at least.
That first one was scary as shit, despite what it looked like.
Yeah, no, it was scary, but it was also a hot piece of garbage.
Yes.
I would play.
That's why I don't think I can handle The Arrival. So, I love horror games though.
It's by the same people, right?
I'm not sure.
I know they enlisted like the
Yeah.
main guy of the original one, and then just like, no, here's an actual team. Make graphics.
Yeah. It looks really nice. I like the look of it. I
Make a
watched
frame rate over the number 15.
I watched Patrick Klepek's Spookin' with Scoops play it, and that was terrifying.
Enough for you. I'm afraid you're just going to stumble upon Stonehenge eventually.
See, that would make it awesome.
I'm gonna stumble upon something, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the end of me immediately.
Go to that building. Go to that building. Go to the building.
I know that I really should.
Go to the building. Go to the building.
So is anyone else like as much of a fan of survival games as me? Like,
I think
Oh shit!
they're
Oh shit! Oh
very
shit!
pop-
There's a robot.
I think I am. Like, it's weird because I kind of, if it's the scariest game I played was Fear.
Fear was. I really was scared by the first Fear game.
Like that one, like actually had me physically kicking. I almost knocked my TV over because the girl, like I was walking down the hallway and like
I see them.
awkward doors were popping open, and like you
Get in the
kids
building, Mikael.
acting in the background, and then the girl comes out of nowhere and just like grabs my screen, and I almost knocked my TV over.
What I liked about the first Fear game is I often compared it to Doom 3, but like in a realistic and relatable environment.
Right.
Okay, go to the building. Go to the building. I know. This is your conscience speaking.
Shut up, conscience.
What's the blue thing that's floating? Is it just another robot?
It's like a wisp,
Okay.
so completely useless, but also kind of cool looking. Hello, you're joining
Man, I really need to switch chairs.
106.1. It's One Life for Extra Life for the marathon for children.
Just with Mikael today, you know, just
We're here just
Church.
feeling out the environment.
like graves, Mikael.
Oh
Can you
my
run in this game?
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Kidding. I'm getting my ass kicked.
Uh oh.
What's that game called? You are being hunted? Or...
Sir, you were being hunted.
It's
It's
too
a
dark.
polite.
I can't do anything. I don't have any weapons. I don't know what to do. I'm losing health slowly. Not health, but I'm losing vitality. So I need to find food.
Always losing
Okay, so you
vitality.
do slowly die when not, like if you're not taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Maybe there's something here in this shed.
Run. Run.
Boiled haggis.
Shit.
I'll eat that.
Ew, no, don't eat that.
I'll pick up the bandages.
Even in an apocalypse, you can
The
find
dead
something
rat.
better.
That's a dubious dead rat.
The dead rat is indeed dubious.
Found a weapon. Perhaps you can use it to fend them off.
So, Mikhail, what have you been playing lately? Like, any small games or big games?
I
That's-
haven't been playing much, mostly because my job involves just like sitting in front of the computer for 8 or 9 hours, and so the last thing I want to do when I get home is just sit in front of the computer or any sort of screen. So most of my gaming is done on the bus, like when I get off work and then take the bus home.
Right.
So I play a lot of 3DS games. I play some Spelunky on the Vita. My 3DS games. Let's see. I finished Fire Emblem Awakening, so that was really cool.
Right.
Glad to have that out of my life now. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is so fucking cute. I've been
I
playing
really
that
want to
game.
play that.
And it's
Like my next 3 3DS games are going to be Luigi's Mansion, Fire Emblem, and then Monster Hunter.
play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. That game is the design of that game is great. The boss battle is like I just finally defeated the boss, and it was brilliant. Like the way that encounter was designed and the way it made use of the mechanics that you've been introduced to, really smart. Also, just the entire game is so adorable.
Have you played Super Mario 3D Land?
I have not. That's on my to-do list.
Yeah, that one's on my list too. I haven't played
I
that.
would really suggest Attack of the Friday Monsters for you. I think you would like it.
Do you see this thing?
Oh yeah, the little air balloon.
Yeah. So I need to avoid that.
Yeah, I figured from the spotlight. That was... Hey, you survived longer than you thought you would, though. So that's...
Okay, I think I've seen this game before.
Yeah, but
Oh, that is on my wish list. My wish list is just this place where I look for games on sale.
My wish list is where I selfishly hope someday one person will be walking through and go, Kyle's a great guy.
You know, I did that during the last Steam sale, though. That's not a bad idea. Mostly all the games that were on sale I went to gift to people, though, everybody already owned. So I ended up gifting, what was it? Gary's mod to Rom.
should I eat a dubious rat?
Why are you even asking? That sounds...
Okay, I just ate a pumpkin, so I'm good.
Like a whole one?
Yes.
Jesus.
Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
Eat an entire pumpkin.
Tofu is really underrated. We also have to cook it right. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the church again and maybe try to pick up a weapon. This is the fact that I have no means to defend myself. One, makes this game completely different from what I think it would be, and two, I'm incredibly stressed right now. This is probably the single most stressed I've ever been in a game ever, except for when maybe Heavy Rain.
Oh yeah.
No,
There were some scenes when, oh my god, it was, oh shit.
Physically exhausting.
Yeah, and mentally.
Have you played Beyond Two Souls yet?
I have not, but I'm thinking about getting it whenever it's on sale. Have you?
No, I've been waiting to do the same actually. I read a few reviews and a few people were kind of rating it like in between, so been kind of waiting it out to see.
It's no longer a video game version of 7, so I'm less interested, but I really still want to play it. I loved Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain, even though both of them had clear...
It just bugged me how much
Drums.
Heavy Rain was Saw.
Yeah, or Saw. But
That's true.
there's no eyeball. There's no key in the eyeball, so...
You could play Dead Space 2 for that. You want to talk about crazy eye stuff?
Never heard.
I missed that game. Well, at least 1, 2, and 3. I don't know, but
Yeah, I played
Those-
1. 1 was good.
those games. Now you talk about like moments of fear, being perfectly mixed. Like 1 kind of captured that for me.
Oh fuck.
I really
Shit.
enjoyed the first two Dead Space games.
Shit.
Okay.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Run.
No.
Jump the water.
I know.
Get out of there!
Jump the water.
Oh my god.
The water will heal your pain, don't worry.
Oh no! Oh, that's even worse! Oh, that's worse than before!
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh. What is that?
This game is ridiculous.
I'm so...
What is that thing?
I wish there was like some sort of a heart rate monitor hooked up to me, and that was just directly like hooked into the stream so that you could just detect my heart rate at any moment.
Hide behind a rock. Maybe you won't be able to tell where you are now, and he'll just walk past you.
Well, I think I've gone away. Okay, my health is back to normal now. I don't know why. I wonder if you're right. I wonder if it's the water that heals me. Okay, I'm not going to the water again.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. My dog is outside picking on a smaller dog.
Aww. You have a dog. What breed is it? Is your dog?
Terrier pit.
Aww.
Yeah, she's kind of a bully, so I have to kind of watch her. This dog is like really small. I don't even know whose dog it is. It's just roaming around outside, which is kind of worrying. So, because there's a lot of people with pits in the area, and they really don't train their dogs too well. So
That's just sad.
yeah, it might not end too well. Really bad.
Oh, this is the worst. I don't know if you're able to hear it from the stream, but okay, well, it's probably not smart for you to listen to the stream while also Skyping due to like echoes and stuff, but every now and then a voice comes up and says, you are being hunted, you should get a weapon to defend yourself, or like, you should get a weapon to do damage. I'm just like, I know that, but...
That's actually just been me.
Oh.
You're being hunted.
Oh gosh, alright. I'm also trying to eat stuff.
Sir, you're being hunted. Also, please eat.
Oh, I feel much better. Sorry, I had to step away and get a new chair.
Yeah, what kind of chair are you rocking for this?
Jeremy, go first, I guess.
Oh, I had a really crappy, broken computer chair that I use for my computer, but we have like a home computer in another room where we have like the nice chair, so I just went and took that one.
As long as you can spin, it's a perfect chair.
As long as you
I
can
can
do some chair surfing on it, it's a perfect chair.
Oh, this chair would be prime for chair surfing.
Also, I have robots shooting at me right now, so that's why I'm running.
So, are you gonna get
Oh,
an Xbox One or Xbone or PS4? Getting it early, or like want to get it like the first month that it comes out?
I'll have to wait until next year for my PS4, unfortunately.
Probably just gonna get a better PC.
Yeah.
I was gonna invest in something.
Bravo.
Alright, hold on. As soon as Chris connects, Jeremy,
Hello.
I might have to. Hello, hi.
That's fine.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, so Jeremy and Kyle, thank you so much for being with me.
Getting the boot.
Stream.
Happy to be with you.
Excellent.
I live for this.
Anytime.
Seriously, thank you so much. It's been a delight, and have a fun time with Shadow something.
Yep. Shadow Storm.
Shadow
things.
Shadow.
Whatever shadows.
Shadowstorm Origins.
Do it for the kids. Have a good day, man.
Shadow's not even in that name.
All right.
Bye, Mikhail.
All right. Bye. Thanks
All
for
right,
coming.
it was fun.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.
Am I coming through okay there?
Yes, perfect. Okay, so if you're just tuning in now, or if you've tuned in somehow and been watching this really weird thing, I am doing this thing called One Life for Extra Life. It's a 25-hour gaming marathon to raise money for Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, of UPMC. They do terrific work. They have amazing doctors and amazing nurses and amazing staff all around. They heal sick children, and they're awesome. So if you would like to donate to this great cause, the URL to the fundraiser page is at the bottom of the stream. You're welcome to do so if your financial situation allows you to do that. Joining me right now are two wonderful guests, Day and Chris Whitman. Just joined me.
What's going on?
Hey.
Hello. Chris, good morning. How are you?
Not too bad. Just drinking a cup of coffee and trying to be awake.
What sort of copy are you rocking?
It's Ethical Bean Classic, I think. It's like a medium roast coffee. It's pretty good.
Cool. Do you like it straight black or some cream?
Oh, yes.
Or?
Yeah, for sure. Like, engineer style.
Let's see here.
So what are we playing here?
I'm playing Sir, You're Being Hunted. Yes! Finally, a gun! Basically, for the past, I've been playing this game for, half an hour now? Something like that, and I have been without a gun. So, no means to defend myself against robots that are trying to kill you.
So accurate name, then.
Yes, you can also change it to Madam, You're Being Hunted.
Oh, that's nice of them.
But I'm currently playing the Sir version, which is not different at all.
That's good, I guess, yeah.
Like if the mechanics actually changed based on what you're playing, that would be interesting. But so these robots have risen up against their human overlords, oppressors, and right now I'm being hunted by robots.
And you're a human oppressor, I assume.
Sure. Yes.
Not so much?
I'm not sure. I'm more of a tabula rasa sort of character in this mythos.
I see. Not a lot of backstory.
No.
Hey, Mikhail, how did you get into this actually? Like, what made you actually want to do it in the first place?
Hold on, sorry. I gotta. Oh, fuck. Okay, while I'm running away, please repeat the question.
I was saying, what made you want to do it? Like, the Extra Life donation thing. What inspired it?
So, I'm part of darkstation.com, and we write about video games and do reviews, and I don't really contribute to it except for the occasional podcast.
Right.
But one of our editors, Nick Comrade, he sent a link. He's like, "Hey, I started the Extra Life team, and if anyone wants to do it with me, you're all welcome to." So I was like, "Oh, this is really cool. Like, I've been wanting to do Extra Life for a while because I keep hearing about it, and it seems really cool, and I wanted to, help out my local community, specifically Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, of UPMC. One, because I'm a UPMC employee, and I really respect the organization that I'm part of, and this seems like a really cool thing. And so far, we've raised a bunch of money, and I'm super glad. I'm so impressed by everyone who's been super generous, either by donating money or in your case donating time, which is also cool. Once again, thank you so much for being a guest on the stream and making this more entertaining.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
Oh my god, is that?
so I'm curious though. Are you gonna get a PS4 or are you gonna wait? You gonna wait it out?
I don't think I'm ever gonna get either one of those consoles. Just kind of not interested. I mean, if I'm gonna spend like that much money, I'm probably just gonna get a better graphics card.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't know, just nothing about it. Nothing about them seems interesting.
Right.
What about you, Day and Chris? Are the two of you gonna?
Nah, I think I've bought enough consoles for really quite a while. I don't have a lot of time these days to play a lot of games, so I don't think I'm gonna be shelling out how much is it? Like $600 or something?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's 500 or something like that.
Yeah. So probably 600 up here.
Oh gosh.
I I heard Sony's giving out a development kit, so it depends. Like, cause I know Unity is actually allowing you to kind of integrate your code directly into the PS4, or it could be easily ported with I guess the language supports it, but
turn around.
But for the most part, I don't think I'm gonna get one, if it's not necessary, because I mean, like you said, Chris, I just don't really have the time to play them like I used to, so.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of stuff's gonna come out on PC too anyway, and I've got a PC already, so.
Right.
Right, and like the most interesting stuff is coming out on PC, for the most part.
Very true.
Yeah, I feel that way. Certainly, like, I mean, obviously all the good indie stuff. Well, I mean, there's a lot of Vita indie stuff now, especially, and I think maybe more PlayStation stuff, but I don't know. Like, most people who are making stuff out that I want to play don't have the budget to produce, like, something that's really going to take advantage of next-gen hardware.
Right.
Right.
And that's one of the things, is like how many new games are going to be coming out for these systems that, require a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of people to, produce something that, shows off like what the system's capable of. So
Yeah.
it's going to be weird. Okay, I'm about to die.
Yeah, because I'm actually really interested to see the budget numbers, I guess, for some of the development this year. Because I know, they say each year it goes up, and last year was 60 to 90. I think it was 30 to 60 million to make a game. So I'm curious to see if that jumps up a bit, development-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, so I've just lost.
Dang.
Okay.
Got hunted.
So I guess
What's next?
I don't know. Well, it's my plan was to let the guest, if I have one guest, let the guest pick. But when I have two, I don't know. Like, I guess I'll leave it up to the two of you to decide. If you go to mpopoff.com/extralife,
Yeah.
you can look at the list of games. I've played XCOM Enemy Unknown, and that was a disaster. I just got.
You picked a lot of really hard games. I feel like Dark Souls would be really short. Same with Spelunky. We could do Dungeons of Dredmore, I guess. I could probably talk about that for a while.
Yeah, because you worked on that.
I worked on some of the DLC. Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't work on the main game. But,
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, I worked on the newest DLC.
wow.
So let's see here. I booted it up not too long ago and died like really, really quick.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I find normally if you can get through the first few rooms and get some items, you're pretty set for a while, but there's also the possibility it might become indeterminately long. Like, sometimes games can go on for quite some time, but
Not gonna happen.
you can always rush something like Criminal Monsters or whatever. End it early.
Hey, Mikhail, when you get a chance, can you actually blog the stream again so I can revlog it?
Sure, I can do that right now because I haven't started yet. How was your Halloween? Did the two of you dress up?
I had to work, so I was
Oh.
stuck inside, fortunately.
Yeah, I had a public law assignment due the next day, but I went to a party on Saturday and sort of a live zombie theater event the night before Halloween. So that was pretty fun.
That sounds fun.
Cool.
But
It's
yeah, it was like a interactive, basically like a play / choose your own adventure outdoors kind of thing. It was people dressed up as zombies. It was pretty good.
That does sound fun. Cause it's weird too, cause we actually have Poe. Like I live in Baltimore, so like the Poe house is down here. They do stuff every year.
Okay.
With him, and you head down to the full house, and I guess they tell stories of some sort. And,
Nice.
but it was something else that somebody did. I know somebody created kind of a haunted house where you had to kind of run from zombies, and a guy with a chainless chainsaw.
Oh, fuck those.
Yeah.
Those are like the ones that actually interact with you, and
Yep.
you do have a safety word though, so that's good.
Yeah.
There was no safety word in this thing. Actually,
Really?
I got kind of like one of the zombie actors got right up in my face and was kind of backing me up, like in this parkade, because it's all outdoors. It's in like a sort of a touristy area called Granville Island in Vancouver, and started backing me up, and I didn't realize there was like an ankle-high barrier like right behind me, and they kept backing me up, and I just went straight over it.
Oh.
So nearly a lawsuit, but I turned out to be okay. So
Good. Did you hurt yourself?
not badly. Like I was a little bruised up, but I bounced back pretty fast. So
Nothing some chicken soup won't fix, right? Well, not chicken soup, but vegetable soup.
normally just band-aids, but
Oh, I didn't mean like you pour the vegetable soup on the bruises.
no, I'm giving you a hard time.
I know. So, do you have any recommendations for the skills? These are all hilarious, by the way.
I'm not seeing the feed yet. I might be a little behind or something. Maybe I should refresh the page.
I'm fine.
What do you have? No, I'm still getting
Really?
the delay thing. Yeah.
Oh, oops. My bad. My bad.
Are you not streaming or?
Well, because I'm using Exploit, and so I have to add each single game.
There we go.
I don't add game before you can capture. You first need to click inside the window you need to capture. So it's just, is it not? Oh my gosh, oh, this sucks. Okay, sorry about this.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, indeed. Okay, so.
That's not right. Did you add the streaming window to the streaming?
Okay. Okay, now it's good. Now it's good.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have DLCs?
I have the DLCs. Yeah.
Do you want like I don't know what's really cheap? So Egyptian magic is ridiculously cheap, I think. That's just to your right there. I always find Werediggle is pretty ridiculously powerful. That's the full moon with the muscular diggle in front of it.
Yep.
What else? Probably like take a weapon or something. I usually take.
So
I
what
don't
are these
actually know how to play
skills?
this game, by the way. I just worked on it, so.
What do these skills like represent and do? I guess.
Most of them just, oh god, just an assorted grab bag, whatever we thought was funny. Like the weapon ones all have a pretty similar progression, that you get some new weapon powers and you get bonuses with weapon use. What else is good? But a lot of them are just kind of like, they're a little bit of what it says in the box. Some of the magic ones are pretty powerful, like I think fire magic tends to be pretty powerful.
I'm just gonna jump in.
Sure, and it's got a good pet summon. You can also random as well if you want to just like grab a mix that might be terrible or might be awesome.
Alright, good enough. Let's see here.
I think you might have Killer Vegan. You got to watch out. You can't attack animals, but they won't attack you.
Vegan. Oh, okay, I'll do this again. Alright. So how's law school going? I have never met someone who was like going through law school, and you just started pretty recently. You're in your first semester, I believe. Is it a semester system or is it like a quarter system?
Yeah, it's semesters. So we get 2 semesters and then 4 months, quote unquote, off, i.e. working. But no, it's going really well. It's really intense. We do 7 courses at once. So I don't have a lot of time. Actually, this weekend is like my big catch-up weekend. I had a huge assignment, so I'm really behind and on all my readings, and I gotta pretty much spend most of this weekend after this hitting the books.
So, what's it like? Like, so what are the types of courses like? Because
Well, I'm doing. Oh god, what am I doing? I've got contracts towards legal research and writing, property law, criminal law. That leaves two more: public law and constitutional law. Yeah, so it's kind of a big gamut of stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot of reading. I mean, just we get cases and cases and cases. I mean, I don't know. Like at a glance, it's a little bit hard to summarize because we do such a breadth of topics in first year. But it's been interesting. I mean, it's been learning a lot. I mean, and it's by and large somewhat applicable knowledge. Now everyone's obviously asking me, even though I'm like just started, like what they should do in situations. Mostly telling a lot of people that I'm not a lawyer and I can't practice law.
right. Always like include a disclaimer in your emails.
Yeah, well, for sure, right? I mean, you can get in trouble with the bar if you practice law and you are not a lawyer. It's like practicing medicine if you're not a doctor.
You can still do that.
Well, you can. Yeah, I don't know.
What school do you go to?
I go to UBC in Vancouver,
Oh, okay.
Canada. Yeah, it's a pretty good school.
It is. You a little bit ago posted some things about like the professors that you have and the things that they've been teaching you, and it seemed really cool. It seems like a very progressive and very good school.
Yeah, it's nice, you know, like I wasn't sure what to expect when I was starting out, and I was a little bit worried it would be business, rah, 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 but there's actually a lot of social elements in there. A lot of our profs are very involved with activism, and with, acting as legal interveners on a lot of major cases and stuff like that. My crim prof specializes in...
Your criminal
like
professor.
Yeah. Specializes in like sexual assault cases and a lot of the law there, so she does some interesting participates in some interesting cases. But I don't know, just a lot of good general stuff. There's a lot of it's very critical approach to the law, which is maybe not so practical for an actual lawyer, but it's really interesting academically. You know, you look a lot at the law, and then they don't just ask you to learn it, but it's a lot of, well, do you think this is, think this is a reasonable law? Do you think this is a good decision, like based on, I mean, both jurisprudence and, say, fairness? But yeah, it's interesting.
Kill it.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so I need to get some health right now.
Eat food.
Eat food to survive.
So how exactly did you work on the DLC, Chris? Like you programmed or?
Yeah, I was. I did some engineer. I did most of the engineering and about half of the design, probably. Most of the game the DLC was me and David, the artist.
Yeah.
And we did the bulk of the writing and design as well. Although the other members of the company came in sort of towards the end to help us hit the deadline.
Right.
So Daniel, who's the CEO, did a bunch of a lot of the room design as well towards the end, and Nicholas did a bunch of the writing. He's the lead engineer at Gaslamp.
How long did that take?
God, we did it in the summer, so it was maybe 3 or 4 months.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We did a lot of, like, obviously, the new content for it. There's a bunch of new features. Stuff like Diggle's digging, which I think is now turned off on the default Diggles, and it's only on special Diggles. But, and obviously all the new skill trees, the pocket dimension stuff. If you find a pocket dimension key lying around, you can go into a place where you can drop all your shit.
Is she texting? She's texting.
I think she's playing DS.
Oh.
That's neat.
That's really cool. Okay, so interesting. So when you move, that's when time progresses.
Yeah, it's
Sort of.
turn-based turn-based roguelike style. You can also use the keyboard a little bit if the mouse doesn't work for you, but
Clicking's good.
yeah, normally I have the keyboard and then I have like push. There's actually push to attack or interact option as well. Just standard like style. It's funny, I haven't actually like played this game since like working on it.
Fuck.
Not Amazon B, people.
What's going on?
I don't know what is going on.
Why am I not hitting?
Are you clicking on your square or?
I'm clicking on... Okay, there it is. Maybe I was clicking on my square accidentally. Okay, yeah. No hard feelings. That's funny.
Yeah, the monster talk's pretty good. Nicholas wrote a lot of that stuff, I think. At least it's his style.
Also, apologies for not being the best host right now because I'm trying to play this game that I haven't played before. And
oh yeah, no worries. I mean, I don't know. We can yak. We can talk amongst ourselves.
well, I mean that's why I invited smart, entertaining, interesting people to be guests.
And me.
Aw. And you. Aw.
It's pretty dope though, so because I'll be able to like actually check in on your progress. I guess at work, like I'll sneak in the back somewhere and kind of hop on the stream from my phone or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see here. So, any exciting plans for the weekend?
Not for me. I'm basically stuck working entirely, and the only time I actually get to do anything is late at night, which is pretty much no fun because everybody's asleep.
What are you gonna crong here?
I don't know. Can I?
Yeah, if you take your sword out of your equip slot, you can probably drop that on there, and hopefully get something good. Probably on your character window, yeah.
Yay! He's pleased by you. Okay, so okay, it's
Yeah,
done.
sometimes he's not pleased by you, and then it's not great.
Is it sort of like Callie and is there any? I guess what I'm trying to ask is there any way to get gain favor?
No, it's pretty much random.
So
You
it's
just
no
drop it
dropping
on
damsels.
there. Either you get something good or you get something bad. Sometimes Krong is displeased and curses your weapon.
I'm trying to disarm.
Yeah. The general skill layout I go with this game. It's good that you've got smithing. The general skill layout I go with this game is you have to have at least one crafting skill, or you're pretty much in trouble. And then some kind of weapon thing, and then just typically a couple of magic or miscellaneous skills. I don't know, do you have your Werdigel and stuff on your hotbar? It's kind of obscured by the bottom of the feed.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, because that's awesome. You can pop that when there are monsters around and you're just ridiculously powerful. It's very unbalanced, I think.
Cool. So I guess if there's a super major boss sort of enemy, then I guess I'll give that a try.
It's on a cooldown, so it's not. So you can kind of just sort of typically I would use it when there's monsters around, and then it'll probably be back by the next time I run into some monsters. So I find that helpful, but. It's kind of funny. All the players disagree about what skills are overpowered in this game. I think to an extent it depends how you play, but I've definitely got a few that I consider to be pretty cheap. This one, and pretty much everybody agrees that Egyptian magic is really overpowered. But that's one of David's, so.
I'm guessing that was the most difficult part of the development, was trying to figure out the balance, I guess. I know a lot of developers have troubles with that.
Yeah, we didn't really obviously I wasn't involved in the so you can now I'll get into that later. Yeah, no, the balancing is really tough, especially because there wasn't really any spreadsheeting or anything. It was mostly just making up numbers that seemed reasonable and then testing with players and getting feedback.
Right.
But I think we left some stuff kind of unbalanced, almost a little bit on purpose, because it is a little bit more interesting if you can kind of pick your skills, pick like how tough you want the game to be almost, and that kind of thing.
It makes sense. I think I've heard a few developers say that before, where they left certain things just kind of be, to kind of create that unbalance, because it makes it, more interesting, I guess. Or I heard a few developers say it kind of creates a game shouldn't be too perfect or something like that. It should have a few.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think like you can feel a little sterile if everything's like really, really tightly balanced. It's a bit like you're just kind of going through the motions.
Right.
So, something like StarCraft 2, for example, which is insanely balanced and continues to get rebalanced. How do you feel about that?
I think it's actually one of those situations where it does work as a case where it's like a really competitive multiplayer game, because you don't want everyone in those games. It actually gets kind of boring if it's really unbalanced, because unlike a single player game or something that people are just playing for fun, like if there's a strategy that works 100% of the time, everyone will just take that all the time and they'll never do anything else.
Right. I think the way you guys have it set up too is it creates a, kind of that flow theory that, when you can kind of create your own difficulty. Like, if you want it, you can make it extremely hard, and if you want, you can make it extremely easy.
Yeah, like taking random skills, for example, like we did, is typically kind of unplayable, but or you can take all the cheapest things, which normally,
Okay.
But also it's kind of funny, like I mentioned, like people disagree about what's cheap in this game. Some people think some things are really cheap, and some people are like, no, that's actually a really bad skill, you should do this thing.
Yeah. And I know, like, balancing is kind of it's almost subjective, because like you get, like, when I play Call of Duty, a lot of times the guns, you hear a lot of people complain about certain guns being too bad, and like I'm actually the type of person that would sit there and use a really bad gun simply because I think it's a challenge, or like the reward is good when you actually get good at using it. But you have some people that just avoid it. Like
yeah, for sure.
Actually had it was a weapon on that game called PM9 that nobody used, but they didn't know, because no one used it. No one realized how powerful the gun was. So when I actually went into games and played with it and got tons of kills, a few people actually reported me to Microsoft because they thought I was cheating. Yeah, like numerous times. Like I've went into lobbies and people have literally threatened and told me that they told Microsoft to put me under investigation because
for using a gun they didn't like that seems like it's part of the game, right?
Yeah, and that's what I said. I'm like, that you can report me. I'm like, I'm just gonna add it to the other reports that's piled up on me. It doesn't really matter. But the gun really wasn't modded. Nothing. I didn't have a modded controller. It's just the gun was so unbalanced, and nobody liked the gun because the recoil on it was terrible. But I found a way to kind of quell it a little bit, and the reward was beneficial. But you get some players that just don't stick around for that type of thing. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, it's I think it's a lot more fun, right? Because you do get like the opportunity to like build some skills, right? As opposed to just like clicking the button again and again.
Right. And like you said, it just makes it that much more interesting. You can do that type of thing.
Oh yeah, so in that crafting menu, you've also got on the upper left side that in craft and encrust switch. You can actually buff your weapons.
Let me just close one of these windows. I keep clicking on things. Why is it? Sorry.
Yeah. So on the upper left there's a craft and encrust buttons. You can buff your weapons. If you click the encrust tab, you can see all the things you can use to give your weapons various buffs and armor. So.
But right now I really can't do any of those because I don't have enough.
Now you have to pick up the
materials.
mats, but I mean, you can keep an eye out, right?
Yep, totally. So this is really cool. I'm liking this. And I'm not just saying this
Yeah.
because
Because I'm here for my feelings. I
Yeah.
would, you know, if you are, that's okay.
let's see here. Yes. Awesomeness. Yes, once again. Sorry, I have really low standards for myself when it comes to...
Successfully disarming traps.
Yay! Very cool. Ooh, lockpicks. Ooh, that's gonna be great. What's this? Weapon rack.
So Chris, I'm curious, how come you didn't go into game design? Like, what made you want to do law school?
Well, I was in game design. I worked before Gaslamp. Well, I worked later on at Gaslamp also on their new game, Clockwork Empires.
Oh, okay.
And I also worked before that for Tiny Spec, people who made Glitch. It was a short-lived MMO. I won't blame you if you haven't heard of it. It did not really take off. But kind of a cult favorite, I guess. But yeah, no, I was in game design. It was interesting, but I don't know. Like, I'm also an independent developer. I like doing my own stuff a lot, but I didn't see a real opportunity for me to get to do that.
Right.
So it's just kind of like a reevaluating career possibilities. And I wound up deciding that I wanted to try and find something else where I would be able to pay my bills and do something interesting and hopefully have time on the side to do more development stuff that wouldn't necessarily make money.
That makes sense.
And you did, both of us did our undergrads in mathematics, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And you were more focused on pure math, correct?
Yeah, mostly. I did a little bit of applied stuff, and I did a couple of summer research terms. I actually did some optimization research for quantum chemistry with a team from Guadalajara, which was really interesting. But that was like the only remotely applied thing that I did. Other than that, I tried to stay as far away as possible from anything that could ever be useful to anybody.
Drink from the fountain. Drink or not drink?
You probably want to drink, right?
Yeah.
Drink.
You feel defended. Excellent. Cool. So, math, then game design, and now you're studying law.
And then law. Yeah, well, I come from a legal family, so like, just seemed inevitable at some point. It's kind of like a, I don't know, maybe like a Darth Vader type situation or something like that. My dad was always like, "You'll wind up in law," and I'm like, "No, I'll never join you."
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
What do you want? Why are you crying? Come in.
Are you talking to your dog?
Yeah, she's such a crybaby.
I haven't seen my cat in a while, so hopefully she's not doing anything horrible.
Ooh, how is Margaret Catwood doing?
She's doing well. Still just kind of weirdo, like a weird cat, but I think the cat's kind of weird, you know?
How old is she?
Do you have a really weird skill group?
I do.
I'm sorry. She's 2 years and a few weeks.
And you rescued her from a shelter, or?
Yeah, well, she was a humane worker surrender, so I don't know the details, but I guess basically someone's cat who was seized by a humane worker because they weren't actually looking after it. So she's actually like really an awesome cat though. Like she's you know, odd, but like not really any trouble most of the time.
Do you have any other pets, or is she the
No,
only one?
just her. Yeah, I've got a pretty small apartment, so I don't really want to like pack it full of animals.
And you moved pretty recently. You moved over the summer, right? Or...
Yeah, well, I moved for school. My my old place wasn't nice. It was like rents are insane in Vancouver. So my old place was a basement suite, and it cost me $11.50 a month, and for a basement.
Ooh,
and my new place is actually third floor apartment, and it's not huge, but it's not, and it's kind of old, but it's like not too bad, and it's only $700 a month, but it is like really far away from everything.
My friend apparently he lives in Washington D.C. and he moved recently, and he's got like a cafe right by his new apartment, and I'm super jealous because that'd be so cool to just kind of wake up and like get something there, or just go there and work and get a bunch of things done. So that seems.
Yeah. Now I am lucky. There's a bar around the corner, so a lot of times I've like just grabbed a stack of textbooks and gone down to the bar and had beers and nachos and studied there. Like,
what's your poison?
God, I'll drink anything. No,
even literal poison.
Literal poison. No, yeah, I don't know. I like beer. We got a lot of like awesome local breweries in Vancouver. It's a little bit like say Portland or something, and then we have just a whole bunch of people locally making really awesome beer. So I drink that a lot. What do you guys like?
I am a red California wine person.
Oh.
Yep, specific, very specific. How about you, Day?
Anything.
See, I feel that way a little bit too sometimes. I don't know.
Like, it's weird though. Like with, yeah, anything. Like, I've been trying to. I have a friend who's like, he's like a beer aficionado, I guess, and he can kind of like tell you. He treats beer like it's wine, and he's been trying to get me to like test out the off brands of beer. Like, he'll come to the house with like Irish beer or something like that, and I find that stuff really interesting. Mostly because like some of the brands that he brings over kind of they're not too bad, but they're well crafted. So like
yeah.
Kind of I guess trying to get into that. I'm not much of a beer drinker though, so but he's trying to get me there.
I'll be right
Nice.
back.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't used to like be a big beer drinker, but I just like it's like living in the right place, right? I mean, there's just breweries everywhere. I lived my old place like 3 blocks from kind of probably one of our better microbreweries, which was awesome because you could just, for a while they had free tasters basically, so you could go down there and the bartenders were not stingy.
Right.
But which is not too bad. Basically, go and just get free beers.
Because I know it's a few that like the mainstream ones I just can't drink for some reason. I guess the bitter taste of it is kind of daunting to me for whatever reason. Like I drink it and I can only take a few sips and then I put it down.
Yeah, I don't really mind domestic beers that much, but they're really samey, right? They're kind of like all produced for the same market, and I find them really similar. So, and they're kind of a little bit like pretty neutral, but
I know that I'm trying to get into more wine drinking too, only because I had a friend who's like really into wine as well, and
Hello.
they're kind of
hey.
like to me they have like this certain ones kind of have the same taste, and I know they can kind of give you a headache, but I've come across a few that were actually kind of perfect.
Nice. Yeah, it's tough to find good wine. Like, my biggest issue is that you go to a liquor store, and if you don't like kind of already have a pretty good base knowledge of what's around right now, it's really hard to find.
Yeah, you'd be lost.
Something. Yeah, you're just like, I don't know what these bottles are. They all have wildly different prices, and like what's a good buy or not. Like, you really have to keep on top of what's happening, I think, or just like find somebody who does. So.
Right. Hey, Mikhail, I know you cook. I see a lot of times you upload like pictures of stuff you cook.
Yes.
Like, you making anything special tonight to keep you going?
Well, right now, yes. I just gotta keep clicking on this thing.
Wow, what the hell is that?
That was a really annoying mummy.
Uh,
So right now I'm eating vegetables and tofu. It's let's see what's in here. And it's just like sautéed vegetables and tofu.
right.
There's green bell pepper, zucchini, eggplant, some tomatoes. I think that's it. I was gonna add some cabbage, but then my cabbage just kind of it's been in the refrigerator for too long, and
Right.
and then tofu and some spices. So I'm hoping that this will. It's not as delicious as I hoped it would turn out. It's decent, but I'm hoping that it's it's nice and healthy, and it's way better than like eating burgers right now.
Right.
I mean, burgers are awesome, but
You don't want to do that. then, you
not
know.
on a 25-hour thing.
Right, definitely. You know, I actually work in a kitchen, and one of the things I can always tell about a person that actually knows what they're doing in the kitchen is if they're honest about what they cook and can tell whether or not it sucks or whether it's good. It's good to hear you say, "Oh, well, it's not really that good," or "Come out as good as I would like it to." 'Cause you get a lot of people that lie to themselves, like, "Oh, yeah, this is okay," and truth be told, it tastes like crap.
Yeah, sometimes things don't work out, and sometimes things seem delicious, and they're not actually just not that great.
And
Or they seem like they ought to be delicious, and they just wind up not being that great.
Or you have this idea in your head, and then when you execute upon that idea, it's just like, oh, I guess I had
Someone someone broke the news to me a while ago that you can bake an egg inside an avocado.
wait.
Like, yeah.
What?
I know, right? No, but hold on.
Okay.
So it sounds amazing, right? Like you have an avocado and like dig a little bit out there and you crack an egg in there and you put it in the oven, pretty much. Not as good as advertised. It is literally the sum of its parts.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like it sounds amazing, but because I love both those things, but it's not actually that great. It's real
Well, I
disappointed
know.
in that one.
that sounds like I seen I can't remember the name of that chef, but he actually takes like cheese, and he'll take a burger and kind of smush it between the two, and it'll melt perfectly within the burger. And as you chew, the cheese will be inside. And like to me, you know, that's like a good idea to me. But somehow I can see me messing that up, and the cheese end up getting melted. That's what that reminded me of for a second.
You have to be super
Yeah,
careful with
yeah.
that.
Combining things that seem delicious, and then you combine them, and you're like, "This is not very good."
Yeah. Let's see. What did I combine most recently? I would have to think about that very carefully. But yeah, cooking. The thing that's nice about cooking is that if you're smart about it, you can pretty much like mix things up and just experiment, and usually it would come out okay. There's just like certain rules you have to abide. Like for example, if you're cooking meat, you have to be super careful to make sure that you get the right temperature, because you don't want to poison yourself.
Right.
You want to get the bacteria out. Like if you're making eggs, gotta watch out for salmonella poisoning. With vegetables, you can't go wrong ever, because guess what? You can eat vegetables raw, so any sort of cooking will not hurt you at all. So yeah, it's just it's really cool that you can experiment with things. I'm kind of lost. I have no idea where to go.
Yeah, where are you going? There should be, because like any part of the dungeon is reachable from any other part, so there should be, if you go down somewhere, like there should be something down there.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, too, Mikhail. Like I actually, I don't know. I think I blogged about this once, but like, I actually get inspiration to make games from food.
Really?
Yeah, it's really odd. Like I was gonna do a blog post once about like weird sources of inspiration that kind of pull from, and that for whatever reason is the weirdest one I had where I don't know why. I guess like you said, it's the rules of making it that kind of feel like a video game to me, and for whatever reason, watching people combine elements kind of makes me think about game design.
Well, there's I mean a lot of like cooking mini games and skill stuff in games. It's like pretty common, right? Yeah.
Right. And
I never played that actually.
It's really it's fun. Like I can't think of that game. What's the name of it? It's a rhythm-based game.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the name of the game, but it's another.
Final Fantasy feature rhythm.
Nintendo made it. Rhyme Heaven.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Kind of feels like aesthetically. I always wanted to. I always wanted to make something like that too, like a sushi. Like it's a guy named Gino, or I met Jiro. Like he's got like 3 Michelin stars. Like I've watched his documentary, and like he's like this 70-year-old guy who basically is almost, I guess they categorize him as like the king of sushi, and like you watch him make it, and it's almost like art, almost, as pretentious as that sounds. But
nice. No, I totally hear that. Like Vancouver is probably, I don't know, like the sushi capital of Canada, maybe not North America, but definitely Canada. And it's there's just sushi like everywhere.
Right.
It's amazing, and you can always go in, sit at the sushi bar, and watch chefs actually work. It's pretty cool.
And yeah, it's really, like, as odd as it sounds, I enjoy watching them do that stuff, because you can tell they put a lot of care in it. Like you sit there and watch them, be so precise and careful as they cut. Because I even know, like in Japan, like there's particular chefs who create they cut up blowfish and the poisonous ones, and if you cut wrong, you don't remove a particular gill or poison sac, then you can actually kill a person.
Yeah, I've heard that.
To get like
it seems crazy. I can't imagine eating anything so just dangerous. Like, yeah, if the chef prepared this wrong, you might die.
And, like I hear that like I think they had an estimate of like 87 people or something like that die once a year from it.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't know if that number is accurate, but I think that was the digit, and they said it just comes from the chef, not necessarily knowing what he's doing, or he miscut. And I remember Andrew Zimmer actually went to Japan, and he had an episode, and he ate the fish, and he said that some of the fish, he could still feel some of the fish numbing his tongue as he ate.
Wow. You can go down in this menu too, huh? Like, you can check out your other skills.
Oh. Yes. You're right. Oh, I should have... Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah, there's also, like, that second mushroom power there. Also, it's like, I think you get a pet from that, which is really handy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, slime herder.
Yeah.
But I'm really good with the sword now.
Yeah, it's not so bad. As long as you keep using one. Oh, you've got, do you have Magical Law? Is it the one at the bottom you've got there?
Smithing, fungal arts, weird diggle, paranormal investigator.
Oh, you got Paranormal Investigator, okay.
Yep.
I don't even remember what the pictures are.
Well, it's fine, like, I'm not expecting you to be an expert in this game, I mean...
Well, I really I should be.
Well, maybe... I don't know. So, cooking influencing game design.
This really just sounds even weirder hearing that, but yeah.
Well, sorry to be so reductionist about it, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's weird too because like I recently did a post and I was talking about just I guess creatively pulling from different places, because like one thing we kind of do as I guess engineers and creators or whatever, or just in general, is like we kind of like without ideas we'll sit there and criticize the idea, and it's weird. Like when you were a child, you didn't do that. Like the idea was just the idea, and that was it. It was the greatest thing ever. And then it's weird because as we go along, we just kind of like, oh wow, how did that happen?
I got greedy and I kept hitting and I should have stopped and eaten something.
That's how it happens.
And I got.
So what's next on the docket?
Don't starve.
Yeah, we should do Don't Starve. That's a good one. I've been like got pretty good at Don't Starve, but I still just like can't do winter. I always somewhere in there just lose it.
Okay, let me open Don't Starve.
So I'm curious, Mikhail, what happens if you die in each one of these games with past and you don't reach the 25-hour mark? Do you add games as you go, or?
I thought about that, and I'm either gonna go with Civ 5, in which you can die, and which will take a really long time to die, or I'm thinking about Euro Truck Simulator 2. Which, you laugh, but
Euro Truck Simulator 2?
Sort of. You can crash your truck into enough things to just like break it. So I guess you can sort of die if your truck is your character.
If your truck dies to you, are you the truck? Is it the story of a self-driving truck?
Oh shit! I'm sorry about I needed to change the here.
No worries. I'm gonna BRB. 1 second.
Okay, so back to the question of what am I going to do? I don't know, Euro Truck Simulator 2 or Civ 5 or something, because not a lot of games. But also, I didn't change the game, so I've been playing XCOM Enemy Unknown for like the past 3 hours. Gosh. You need to tell me about these things, because I can't keep track of them.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries, no problem. So I'm going to be playing Don't Start right now.
I've actually read a few reviews for the game, but I've actually never seen the gameplay itself, so I'll be going along with you on this one, because
it's really neat.
I need to reblog this on my Twitter, too, now that I think about it.
I feel so embarrassed about the now playing thing, not updating that.
Oh, okay, found it. Oh, you've been tweeting, cool, so I could,
You can just retweet.
yeah, definitely. Probably, like, spam my timeline consistently.
If you're curious about that game, please tune in. No.
You got a lot of people too. It's pretty cool that you have so many people supporting you with this and like popping up on your stream and whatnot as you go through the day.
Yeah, I'm super thrilled and just super like thankful to have, like people that I know, whether it's like friends that I've known for a really long time, or people that I've like interacted. Like on occasion, like whether in real life or on the internet, like so, like for example, you and Chris, like our only interaction has been like on the internet and
right.
Like on occasion. So I'm just like, thank you for giving this a try and just being like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do this. So, gosh, thank you.
It's weird too because you can, like if I read a question once that said if you had to explain something to someone from the 1850s or like the 1930s, what would be the strangest thing that you could explain to them now? And one of those was the cell phone. But you think about what we're doing right now,